Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Adam Ali. This video is about a musical play I produced in Sydney, Australia last year when I was invited by the Muslim community in Sydney for the Multicultural Mawlid Festival. It's a yearly festival they make, and it was a quite great opportunity for me and everyone else who worked on this project. As you could see in the introduction of the play, it was based on animation. So what we did is play on all the animation tricks to explain the story behind the play, which is about the big kingdom which is called Welfort and all the 10 lands in it. So we had to show visually how everything is coming in place for all the 10 lands and the whole kingdom, and to show where the evil people live, which is on the east of the island. So it took us a lot of work, and especially from Zach, who worked so hard on it, and it's actually one of his masterpieces, Zach from Lateworks company, and he worked on the map, the animation of the map, and on the visual video animation that we made for Mawuk Woods. And of course, all the lands, we came up with the names when we wrote the story and the scenario, but each one of these lands represents a country, a real country among the countries who were participating in this event.
Long ago, in a kingdom far away, lived the people of the 10 lands. People of Raja provided the kingdom with clothing. Sahar gave the cattle. Straight Myth had the historians. Nestrodes provided water. Hidefrost had the art. North Mist and South Mist both worked together to provide stonework. Zod provided food. Timba Shah had the toughest warriors. And Nur, the land of knights, held the precious golden script, the knowledge treasure. All 10 reigned by succeeding kings of Welfort, and guided by the precious script, have survived all endangerments. They sang together each year at the kingdom's festival until danger from the east rose. Carried by the cold gusts of a dark winter, the hymn of terror and hatred invaded every warm house of the 10 lands, whispering the words,
"It's me who rules you all. Me and only me. I release my call. Enemies surely flee with gold and jewelry. All are on the knees, swords and cavalry, holding all the keys. Your children, mine. All governed by me, even if you're far beyond the eastern sea. Each of you obey my deceiving letters. With the horns you stay, not following feathers.
the horns, the terrifying savages, camping beyond Mawak Woods and the Eastern Sea, had declared war upon the kingdom.
Thank you for watching this video. Don't miss the next video, which is about the next segment and part of the play, which is, we call it the bad news part, when the bad news arrived to Welford and how King Jabir reacted to it and how the Noor Knights found the solution for it. And what I want you to really watch when we show it is the details we worked on with the costumes and the acting that happened on stage. You're gonna love it, inshallah. So don't miss it out, inshallah, and we'll see you in the next video.
How did this even happen? Why is it happening? What is happening? I need answers right now!
Your Majesty, we don't know exactly what happened. All we know is that several lands have abandoned the festival. They sent letters saying they won't attend.
They've never missed a year!
Sir Hadi, Chief of Noor Knights.
Let him in!
Assalamu alaikum, my king.
Wa alaikum assalam, my master. Have you heard?
This is why I'm here.
And?
Our knights have roamed all 10 lands seeking the answer, from east to west, north to south. Many people tried to avoid them, and the ones who couldn't wouldn't talk. And then some of our guards on their shore patrol witnessed something unusual. Boats heading towards east.
The east?
Those people crossing the sea weren't kidnapped, my king. They were crossing willingly.
Did they lose their minds?
The Horns have sent letters to all 10 lands, my king, threatening to kill whomever stays in the kingdom during the upcoming festival.
But my people know the truth. They know who the Horns are. They know what we stand for. They know that all the other kingdoms see us as terrorist savages because of the Horns. They know the pain we suffer every time we are called terrorists. They know how hard it is to convince all neighboring kingdoms that Horns are not part of us. Now we become part of them.
My king, I know, my king. The Horns offered physical safety to the ones who joined them as camp and promised a bag of gold for each joining family. Many families are already there, my king.
My horse!
Wait, my king. Not like this. They have our people. Let's not fight our own people. I have the cure.
Saddle my horse!
Wait, my brother.
Brother, you call me as you stand there nearby so sure. But the weight is pressing down on me as we search here for a cure. Brother, you call me as you stand there nearby so sure. But the weight is pressing down on me as we search here for a cure. My kingdom is dying, its future unclear. I tire of failing them, I see them filled with fear. Hold on, my king, your offer, your wisdom, and wisdom against the scary I'll tell you more. That's breaking my kingdom, I'm breaking through its very door.
Say what you have to say.
Yes, please.
Brother, I call you as I stand here nearby so sure. We know the weight that plagues you when we surely know the cure.
What's the cure?
Your kingdom may be dying and its future seems unclear.
I hear.
But you will not be failing them as we chase away their fear.
But how?
Spreading wisdom and knowledge, retrieving what's been lost. Lifting the dreadful burden
What are we waiting for? Depart, my knights! May Allah bless you in your quest.
And so, my brothers and sisters, the Noor Knights, armed with faith and knowledge, advanced with bravery and crossed the Eastern Sea. Oh yeah! Depart, you Knights of Light! Depart to retrieve what's been lost. Break the dark silence of Mawak Woods. Depart and shine unto the heart of Damascus. Depart for our kingdom. Depart for our burdened king. Depart for us. Depart.
So, as you can see, it was a wonderful piece of an act and display. Especially, we got a lot of compliments about the costumes. The costumes, all of them, including King Jabir, the minister, all the Noor Knights, were custom made by a very well-known fashion designer. And the costume of the guard, the helmet, the sword, the shield, all is real. Okay, many people ask me whether the sword was real. Everything was real. We actually got them from a collector. It's real, medieval, pretty old. Regarding the acting itself, I am not a director, but what I had to do it myself. So what I did is I brought all the actors. I told them the story. I told them what's happening. I put them on the rehearsal stage. I told them, just be yourselves. Do what you would do if you were the king, if you were the minister, etc. And we got a feel of each one's capabilities, and then we fine-tuned here and there, and it turned out to be lovely, especially the sword drawing. It was perfectly synced, and we actually sampled the sword's sound in studio. And regarding the voiceover, the one who says, oh yeah, many people loved it. He's an American voiceover. He's very talented, and I really loved his voice. I would love to work with him once again. One of the things that happened behind the scenes is when King Jabir had to draw the sword from the guard, and the guard ran to him when he yelled, "My horse!" And in the practice, we were using a stick instead of the real sword before we used the real sword. And he almost took out the head of the minister. So we had to perfect this small, tricky move, and we did a lot of rehearsals for it, and alhamdulillah, it worked at the end. And by the way, many people commented about the accent of the minister, who's a very good friend of mine. His name is Muhammad Aboud. They commented about his accent, that it was really Palestinian, and we're in Australia. So I didn't really mind his accent, and it gave a flavor to the play that not everyone is the same in this play, especially that this kingdom has 10 lands, and each land has its own language, not only accents. So they have different languages and accents. So for me, it wasn't a problem, and I actually loved it. And the Noor Knights did a very great job in singing. Some of them weren't really singers, but they could get it right away, alhamdulillah. And King Jabir as well, he's not a singer, and he didn't know how to sing, but we kept on following up with him to practice. He's very energetic, mashallah, and he made a lot of effort, and at the end he could sing. I told him, Inshallah, everyone can sing if they want to. Now, moving to the next part, which is about the school of Welford and the kids. We had many kids participating in this play. I think it's more than like 120 or 130 kids. I forgot the exact number, but it was a lot of kids. Some of them even couldn't make it on stage. They are multicultural from different nationalities in reality, and we managed to put them in the play as the kids from Welford School, and really interesting things happened with the kids. I'll tell you about them inshallah once we see the video. Thank you so much.